The most important decision of your life is deciding whether you are truly committed to being happy no matter what. Because life is going to throw curveballs at all of us. Unexpected ones, painful ones, moments that test who you are at your core. So the greatest gift you can give yourself is making the decision that life is too short to suffer. It doesn't matter what happens. You decide that you're going to find something to enjoy, something to appreciate, because you always find what you're looking for. If you want to feel miserable, go search for negativity. It's everywhere, unlimited. But if you want to feel fulfilled, go search for meaning, for growth, for gratitude. I'm not talking about pretending everything is perfect. I'm not talking about ignoring pain. I'm talking about choosing what you focus on. When you wake up and say, "Today, I'm going to look for evidence of a good day," the odds of having one immediately rise. That's not luck, that's intention. Gratitude gives you perspective. When you focus on gratitude, you stop drowning in what's wrong and start remembering what's right. Even on your worst day, your life still holds value. Even when things fall apart, your existence still matters. The problem is not that life is unfair. The problem is that we spend more energy feeding negativity than we do feeding hope. You already know how to talk negative. Everyone does. But negativity doesn't fix anything. It drains you. When you put your energy into negative thoughts, your body responds. Your actions change. Your outcomes suffer. Many of us came from nothing, broken homes, loneliness, failure, rejection, but optimism and positive speech have the power to create movement where nothing existed before. You can speak life into yourself. You can speak progress into your situation. Positive thinking is not delusion. It is control. It is mastering your internal world so the external world doesn't break you. You may not control the storm, but you control the steering wheel. Fear comes in waves, grief comes in waves, betrayal comes in waves, but waves pass. When you understand emotions are temporary, you stop making permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Ask yourself this: are you choosing what feels good right now, or what builds the life you actually want? So many people trade their future for momentary comfort, and that trade is expensive. Your life is shaped by the story you tell yourself about it. Cynicism feels smart, but it limits possibility. Your belief system is not reality. It is a filter, and one day you realize, I could believe anything. I could believe I'm stuck, or I could believe I'm capable. I could believe life is against me, or I could believe life is training me. What you believe becomes the ceiling you live under. That's why you must protect your mind. Protect what you watch. Protect what you listen to. Protect who you allow close to you. Because every day, you return home as a different person. The question is, are you becoming better or just busier? How you see this moment is everything. Stop blaming the world for what you haven't healed. If you're unhappy, that's not a life sentence. That's a signal. And signals require action. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to rise above your own doubts. The way you speak to yourself shapes the rest of your life. Negative self-talk never disappears on its own. You confront it. Sometimes you have to stand up to yourself and say, no, that thought doesn't get control today. Discipline, consistency, courage, self-awareness. Your dream should scare you a little. Because if it only requires you, it's not big enough. Most people never discover their gifts, and even fewer develop them. Talent unused becomes regret. Your gifts are powerful, but only if you work them. The reason you're not where you want to be is not because you're incapable. It's because belief hasn't caught up with potential yet. You must declare who you are becoming before the world recognizes it. Success is not magic. It is process. You don't see the grind, only the glory. But greatness demands preparation and silence. Problems don't disappear by ignoring them. They reveal themselves when you slow down and seek clarity. Gather information. Understand the situation. Get honest with yourself. Make space to think, to reflect, to listen. Sometimes answers come when the noise stops. Trust your intuition. It exists for a reason. You may be surviving with one skill while ignoring another gift inside you that could change everything. Pay attention. When inspiration comes, write it down. Ideas are fragile. Honor them. That's how solutions are born. And finally, heartache. Everyone experiences it. Loss, breakups, grief. Heartache does not mean weakness. It means you cared. The key is not to freeze. Return to life. Get back to routine. Movement heals. Action stabilizes. Yes, allow yourself to feel. Crying is not failure. But don't live there. You were not created to stay broken. You were created to rebuild. And one day this pain will make sense. Until then, keep going. Because positivity is not pretending life is easy. It is choosing to move forward even when it hurts. And that choice changes everything.